So guys, the CEO of Airpeace has cried out over obstruction to his business when the Nigeria Labour Congress and the governor of Imo State clashed together. So guys, we all know that the governor of Imo State has not handled the workers there very well. And I tell you, people have been pushed to the wall. I mean, people have been pushed to the wall. So these people try to revolt. But you know, they made a mistake by going to the airport to express their grievances, because Hope Uzodinma does not even care. Even if you protest, it does not touch him. And that has led to Mr. Oyema saying that his company is losing about 700 million naira. You know, because there was massive cancellation. There was a lot of obstruction to his business. But that's not even what worries me. Do you know what worries me? Is that Buhari is the cause of this problem. Buhari is the one that imposed the Imo State governor on the Imo people. And I tell you, since Hope Uzodinma came to Imo State, and there hasn't been any good story. It has been from one ugly story to the other. And you know, that has led to this. Because he doesn't even know how to handle the workers in his state. Don't forget, he is vying for a second term in office. He still wants to come back after destroying Imo. It might shock you to know the number of young men, I mean young boys, that have been killed in Imo State. The coming of Hope Uzodinma to Imo State has done Imo State no good. And I tell you, it has started affecting other big businesses like the Airpeace. Just take a look at this video.
376 Nigerians, including students, evacuated from the conflict in Sudan arrived in Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport in Abuja late Wednesday. The Nigerians were airlifted at the Aswan Airport in Egypt aboard the Boeing 777 Airpeace aircraft and the Nigerian Air Force 3130H aircraft. Both had been grounded by Egyptian authorities who insisted that all Nigerian evacuees from Sudan that arrived in Egypt must be evacuated, while 94 persons, including women and children, boarded the NAF aircraft, while the remaining 282 passengers boarded the Airpeace plane. The evacuees were received by officials led by the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Disaster Management, Sadia Umar Farouk.
Today we have received the first batch of the evacuees. The C-130 aircraft of the Nigerian Air Force has brought about 94 of them, while the Airpeace, I must also commend them. I must use this opportunity to appreciate the chairman and the CEO and management of Airpeace for the support, for offering to bring back our nationals back home. We have about 282 of them on board that aircraft.
In the wake of the evacuation, though, the management of Airpeace raised the alarm over the deliberate massive disruption of their operation by the Nigeria Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress after some of their officials stormed the Lagos airport and took over their check-in counters and disrupting operations due to an alleged misunderstanding they had with the governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma. The group held that no flights should be operated into Owerri Airport because the governor had disrupted their May Day activities earlier in the week, while the CEO and chairman of the airline, Alan Onyema, was on our nightly program, Prime Time. He spoke with Charles Anyogolo moments before the airline's 777, which airlifted over 280 Nigerians evacuated from war-torn Sudan, touched down at the Abuja airport.
You can imagine how I felt this afternoon. While I was out there in the war front trying to rescue Nigerians, the Nigerian Labour Congress and TUC went disrupting every Airpeace flight across the country today. We are losing over 700 million naira as a result of that. For somebody who has contributed so much to the nation, all we got paid for on a day like this, so insensitive of the NLC and the TUC, so insensitive of them, they chose today to disrupt our operations. Why? For something that does not even concern Airpeace. That Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State disrupted their May Day activities. Therefore, no flight should go to Imo. And Airpeace, they wrote us yesterday that we should not go to Imo. We have a contract with the passengers. Not NLC or TUC has no right whatsoever to instruct an airline not to obey the contractual relationship or obligations they have to their passengers. They don't have that right. It is a shame to this nation that the security agencies we are watching while an airline that is out there doing all it can for the nation was being barged upon with some people wounded, making sure our operations were destabilized, posting delays, massive delays and massive cancellations. Who is going to bear the brunt? And while the security agencies sat and watched, yet this same airline is out there in Egypt risking the lives of their crew and expending hundreds of millions of naira on behalf of this country. They chose such a day.
Dr. Abati, Ayo Rufai, the level of rascality, impunity that goes on in this country. I mean, you had the Air Peace chairman there state that security officials were watching while these protesters barged into the airport.
As usual.
As usual. And, you know, destroying and causing havoc at the airport. And the security officials did nothing. And worse off, it was from this same day that this airline airlifted our Nigerians from that war-torn country. I think he made a very valid point, which is the fact that these people have no right to come into the airport. I mean, in America, I cannot imagine you just make a sound like that and you wouldn't be picked up. This is unbelievable what goes on in Nigeria.
I commented on this earlier. I might as well add to my comments that if I were Allen Onyema, I'll feel discouraged to again help Nigeria. This is a man that spent his money, resources, made the effort to evacuate Nigerians from South Africa. When we had war in Ukraine, he was there. He brought Nigerians free of charge from Ukraine. When we had COVID, he helped to evacuate Nigerians in distress from other parts of the world to Nigeria. Right?
Yes.
This is a man who has not been honored by his country for his persistent commitment to the national cause. During the last national honors exercise that they did, I thought I saw his name on it. When they said they were going to review the list, they removed his name. And yet they will give charlatans high honors in this country. But in spite of that, the same man says, oh, I will continue to serve my country and, you know, be a socially responsible CEO. And that's what he has done again this time around. But the same day that he sent a plane to go and evacuate Nigerians from Sudan, it is the same day that his own compatriots thought it was good to disrupt his business. He has no connection with it. On May Day, Joe Ajaero, the president of the NLC, had said the Nigerian Labour Congress had reported the governor of Imo State to the International Labour Organization because the state government in Imo was not, was victimizing organized labor in Imo State. So how did it occur to them that it must be Air Peace that they must embarrass? Air Peace was not the only airline going to Owerri. So sometimes, innocent people like us, we look at these things and say, sometimes we don't understand what is going on in this country.
Yeah.
But it seems to me that NLC, yes, it's a body under law too. Air Peace can go to court. And Allen Onyema is a lawyer. He should sue the Nigerian Labour Congress because he pointed out that his company has had to lose 700 million naira for something he had no hand in.
Unbelievable.
So he should seek redress in a court of law. The Nigerian Labour Congress cannot say that it's above the laws of Nigeria. As for the security agencies, the police and all that, I think enough said about those people. Are these not the same people who presided over the snatching of ballot boxes, the burning of ballot papers? So don't expect too much from those ones.
Yeah, I mean, this is unbelievable. A really unfortunate situation that went on yesterday. But I am glad that our Nigerians are back. I mean, we laugh about these things, but it's actually not funny, Ayo. We laugh about these things, but it's not funny. I mean, but I'm glad that they are back, and they spent days at the border, and even the evacuation process was as well hectic.
Up until the point that they
That
were about
to board the flight, because I believe what had happened was there was not enough seats on the NAF aircraft.
Yes.
They had to, offload some
Did you see the
luggage,
video?
and they had to put it into Airpeace and all of that before. I mean, really serious. But I commend everyone who made an effort to bring Nigerians back.
I commend everyone, but also we must be able to inquire what has happened.
Yes.
And that's why collective efforts.
This is one of the reasons why we all have to stand up and tell the judiciary to do the right thing. We all know that on Monday, the judiciary will start their hearing. I mean, the election tribunal will start hearing all the petitions that have been filed. Nigerians, we must stand up to encourage our judges not to look the other way around. They should stand with the people. They should stand with the Nigerian people. They should stand with the mandates of the people. Because it was Nigerian judges that made Uzodinma the governor of Imo State. And look at where Imo State today is. So we are beckoning on our judges to do justice. Let them stand with their eyes closed. They shouldn't look at any party. They should deliver justice. They should uphold our democracy that people fought for. They should ensure Nigeria works again. They should ensure Nigeria works for our Nigerian youths. So guys, let me know what you think about all this. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Turn on the notification bell. Please give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to others. And let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thank you.